One thing that is new over the last couple of years is we've gone back to a room mic setup.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's new this year.
Sorry?
That's new this year, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's how we used to do it.
It's a
Yeah.
throwback.
Years ago.
Yeah.
And then for the last couple of years, because Desert Bus was so slimmed down and there weren't a whole lot of people around the moon base, the lav mics worked really well. But because we are more or less back at full strength in terms of our volunteer staff, and the majority of them are here, at any given point, there's probably going to be like 15 people hanging around the moon base, which is awesome. It feels like Desert Bus, which I love. And this makes it so much easier for those people to come on to the stage and just have fun and be part of a goof and then leave and be able to do that. So that it might be a little bit different this year in that sense. We still have a mic over with the driver and a mic over here with Graham. But other than that, we're all the way around the room, and yeah, we're just hoping that it will make it a more enjoyable experience for all of us, and being able to do fun things on the fly, and then in turn, that should make it a much better show for all of you.
Yeah.
So does that mean we're going back to holding up the phones to the microphone?
Yes.
for the calls?
Yes, I would love to do that actually.
I do
yeah.
not miss the days of answering phone calls by being like, "Oh, really, Taylor? Tell me about that."
One of the other major reasons for making this switch was to help make it more accessible for some of our non-entertainment volunteers to participate more, both so they can hop in for individual bits, but so the folks on the couch who may or may not be mic'd don't have to worry about it like they did in previous years.
Yeah.
They can just get the co-pilot's attention and say, hey, if I may, I have a relevant story.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy to see so many faces here.
Slightly Foxy asks, if someone farts, will we hear it with these mics? I should think someone would have to really rip it for it to come
Depends
across.
on where.
Yeah.
There is.
If
So,
I'm
there-
sitting there,
so yeah, for reference, at the start of the show, it did sound like I was hearing Ian through his butthole, but, because there's one right here,
Yeah.
there's one right here, and then there's one right here.
Yeah.
And then we've got a shotgun and a table mic over on those sides.
Yeah.
And then we bought a ton of the little tippity tappy conference room mics, which is great.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was yesterday when we did a tech test. It sounded rough, and the reason for that, if for people who want to peek behind the curtain, is the constellation which we use to do a lot of the video stuff, in which we're routing everything through, only takes like patch cable, like you would plug into a guitar, and everything we do is XLR. So we were literally using an entire mixer to convert. Like a actual mixer you would use with faders and stuff. We had the lines into the mic and then sending out patch cable to the console. So it was just like so many we have so many things plugged into other things
And that's
into
where, like,
other
the-
things to make it all work.
And that's why like the left and right channels were out of phase or something?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was an old mixer that we plugged in, so we got rid of that and then we added a couple other things, and yeah,
That's why we do the tests.
Yeah.
that's why we do the tests.
Yeah.